What is going on, everybody? It is Jew coming to you with another comic book review. I'm doing two this time, but before I get started, let you know I do trailer reactions, film reactions, reviews, comic book reactions, reviews, podcast commentating, anything recommended. Join the Discord. Let me know. Hit the like, subscribe, follow. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on this one. So I did two. I'm doing two of this one. Review two books. Now, if you don't notice on my channel, I do mostly indies, Image Comics, Boom Boom, and Dynamite, and so on, Scout. You know, indies, more indies. But even though I do Image, I haven't read much of Spawn because there's so many issues that it doesn't break his storylines down. It probably does, but they don't break it down by like 6-piece issue, whatever. Anyways, getting to this one, I read Red Goblin, and I also read Batman Spawn. So let's get into Red Goblin. Red Goblin is written by Alex Paknadel. Paknadel is a guy who read or who wrote the All Against All series, which is I was unfamiliar with Alex Paknadel until I read this, because I've been out the game for years. All right, Red Goblin is an interesting one. So when you think about a symbiote, I think of Venom. That's all I think about. I did not think of goblins and symbiotes having anything to do with each other. I grew up watching Spider-Man. I always knew about Green Goblin, Hobgoblin. I just didn't know the really background story like of Green Goblin. I knew that Hobgoblin was his son. Like I just didn't know. I just didn't know so this one, it's a symbiote that's with the kid. Like, so basically the Goblin King or whoever these they think that Norman, which they call him Normie, they think that he wants to come back for them and become this good guy all of a sudden and take them down, and they think he's portraying with the Red Goblin. Really, there's a secret involved in that with the kid, which is the kid keeps a secret, doesn't tell his parents. He doesn't say anything. He doesn't tell his papa, his grandpa. He doesn't tell him, but he has a symbiote that he talks to. He could become pretty much like a Venom, but it's red. So it's like I want to say a Red Goblin, but it's like, it throws me off some. It throws me off because it's like, wait a minute, Goblin is a symbiote? I didn't know this. So now I'm getting back into the Goblin series. Also read the Gold Goblin series as well, and this one is very interesting because they think it's Norman, and now Norman's being attacked and being punished for what's going on with the Red Goblin, because they think that this is all his work, but the secret lies in what the kid, that he has got in control of a symbiote that created this Red Goblin. So anyways, this is really, I saw someone say they read this, they like it. I like it. And I will keep it 100 with you if I don't like it. I like it. It's something that's surprising me. It's definitely, I like it because it's drawn me into a new story, like a new chapter of the Goblins. The Gold Goblin is decent, but I'm not sweating it. I wasn't going crazy when I read Gold Goblin. This one I'm actually interested in because it threw me into it educated me more into, makes me want to go back and dig deeper into the Goblins, because I didn't really know that there was an involvement. See, I'm too busy with a visual mindset. Even like watching the movies, all I know is there was a guy in a costume. It wasn't a symbiote. Like, you know what I'm saying? So but maybe they're not. Maybe it has nothing to do with it. So, anyways, yeah. So this is a really good one, and I love it. I'm gonna definitely finish this series right here. And so yeah, Red Goblin, written by Alex Packnadell. Good story, man. Good story. All right, let's get to this one. This one is Batman Spawn. This is a Batman Spawn collaboration between DC and Image. Written by Todd McFarlane. Todd McFarlane has written quite a few good books. And I'll say this one is awesome. This one, I think the first read was in December, but this is the second print that just came out. And I saw it and I said, let's give this one, let's look at this. Let's look at this. I grew up a Spawn fan and Batman fan. Let's look at this collaboration. And I'll tell you this is a very good book. The art is fantastic. Everything about this is awesome. Every single thing. The artist who wrote this, who drew, who's the artist? Pencil, Greg Capullo. And Todd McFarlane is part of the ink. Well, he's part of the ink. The colors by Dave McCaig. So what this is a situation where Batman and Spawn, for whatever reason, they're in the same universe. I know the collaborations do that time to time. So they use it. So they're being used on the anniversaries of the person that they lost. Martha, which is Bruce Wayne's mother, and Wanda, which is Spawn's wife, which was killed. And both of them died on, I guess, the same day. They used them as on the anniversary. They used them to try to open up a portal or some type of deal. So they used the owl. The owl is going to be used, and surprisingly, they even got some help from the Joker. It looked like the Joker is collaborating with the Clown. I'm not sure what the hell is going on with the kids. I'm not sure what the hell was going on. And that's a crazy ass Joker too. Joker pretty much has no skin on his face. Like, I don't know what the hell is going on there. But anyway, Spawn and Batman gets into a little fight just at the beginning, just to kind of get a little recognition of each other. And Spawn has been exploited to a weakness to lose his demon powers if he crosses a certain boundary. So, with that being said, Batman finds out. He knows. The Owl, they know, and they're wary of it. They're wary of it. They both know about this. Anyways, they finally get to the point where they need to use them. They get to that point where they need to use them, and it gets to the point where the fight and the battle starts to happen. But the Owl even tried to expose Spawn too, knowing that he has a weakness and he needs to cross that boundary so they can fight like a man to man. Because once he crosses that boundary, Spawn is pretty much a man. You know what I'm saying? So Batman, so they're collaborating. They have a plan in place. It's like they're ahead of the enemies because the enemies have something going on, but they're ahead of them, knowing what this is about. So, this is a really good story because it also looked like it was going to follow up with the Clown. So it's almost like they're waiting for another collaboration, which would probably be for months. But I'd recommend this read. I think this is a very good book. The art is fantastic. The storyline is fantastic. It's also a little more dark, I would say. I guess because you got Spawn involved with Batman, a little more darker than Batman. Batman is a little bit more on the dark side of DC, but not in the sense of how this book is. Because Batman, he even made it look like Batman killed somebody. And you know, Batman's not about that life. He's about just stopping the issue. He's not about having a murder record. And basically, Spawn said he wants to, you need to make enemies be fear of you. They need to be scared of you. So they need to make it seem like you killed somebody. And you know that is what makes this book, this collaboration, ridiculous. I think that is probably, them two working together is probably one of the best collaborations I've ever seen in a Batman series. Because even the Justice League is cool, but this right here is like next level. Just for the fact that Spawn is even collaborating with anybody. We know he collaborates with covers. He's on almost every known Image comic has a variant Spawn cover. We're aware of that. So yeah, so this is Spawn written by Todd McFarlane. Spawn Batman Spawn written by Todd McFarlane. I would definitely recommend this, especially if you're a Batman and a Spawn fan. This is definitely where you want to go if you're looking for a good read, something that'll draw your attention, lock you in. That book right there is awesome. I'll see you next week on the new books. Next week there is another DC book coming out next week, and that is going to be Green Hell issue 2 for Swamp Thing. So I'll be ready for that one. I'll see you.